Weho.
Weho.
Our time in Weho.
Our time in Weho.
The Abbey. Bad music.
Worst place.
The worst.
Of all the places that we went to, even that little hole in the wall place that you loved because there were dancers in there, but the Abbey was the worst. Bad music.
It's where you end up if you just need to end up somewhere, I think, at the end of the night.
If you want to go to a dance floor that's full of people not dancing, it's the best place to be.
Yes. Talking to barely 21-year-olds and their friends.
That was you. I was talking to people I already knew.
You're quite popular in Weho.
I could have been the mayor at one point.
Sweet baby.
Sweet baby.
He's wonderful.
Do you know his name?
No, I just know.
You don't even know what his real name is.
Sweet baby.
Sweet baby. Bruce Daniels.
Bruce Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. It's good that you ran into them. Felt like it was a moment that needed to happen. We were just getting the night going.
You know what's funny about that is I thought about hitting him up, but I didn't want to turn your first time in West Hollywood into my reunion with old friends. Which I know you wouldn't have minded. You would have been like, but the fact that I ran into him when we were just walking down the street, I feel like made it more special. Yeah. And it was kind of the best, welcome to Weho, Geoffrey, because then you just got free drinks for the rest of the night.
Yeah. I couldn't complain about that.
We didn't buy a single drink that night.
No.
I mean, I tipped.
Just our Trader Joe's pregame.
That doesn't count, though.
No.
Like, once you leave the hotel room is when it starts counting if you pay for drinks.
Yeah. It was definitely the most fun I've had. Like San Francisco or San Diego. Like, it was just a nice community of people. There's no drama. No one was weird. Even the guys buying us drinks were not, like, creepy or anything like that.
Are you talking about it in Weho?
Yes.
Or are you talking about in San Francisco?
No, Weho.
Because I remember one creepy guy.
Who?
Well, I can't say. Because then next time we go to Weho, we're not going to get free drinks.
Right. I must have just been oblivious to it. I think I was too distracted by the 30 seconds of any song we might want to hear into a terrible remix of something. If it was even music, it was just noise, like pots and pans.
You really do have a beef with the fact that they don't play a full song.
Yeah, I think it's...
I mean, I get it, but I feel like that used to be that they would play like verse, chorus, maybe, a little bit more, but now it really is just like enough for you to recognize what the song is. And as soon as you start getting into it, it's just a 2-minute instrumental break of really loud music.
Yeah.
And then you're waiting for what's the next song.
Yeah. I think that's exactly it.
But it wasn't like that when I used to go out.
Back in your day.
I didn't want to say back in my day.
I think it's just like people's attention spans now.
And it wasn't so like remix heavy.
Yeah.
I want to dance to, one, good music. Mm-hmm. And two, music that I know. And maybe a couple songs that I don't know that I'll end up connecting with, and then they'll become nostalgic years down the road because of that time that I'm dancing right there in that club right then, right? Yeah. That's how we start building attachment to songs.
Definitely. Revolver had like some songs that
The Revolver's been around for a long time.
They were the only one, and we were like the only ones dancing. It felt like we were being circled by people because no one else really was dancing.
We were the assholes like that were clogging up the artery in and out of the bathroom.
Someone has to do it.
It's a small spot. We got free drinks, VIP.
No, but I think it comes down to like people's attention spans and streaming age of music, and then also social media. Like, I don't go on TikTok a lot. I can't spend much time on there. It's like exhausting. But when you're on there, it's that TikTok viral moment. It makes a song popular, and then you see it reflected in the club. Like, this song's popular. We'll do a 20-second remix of this into some other song that was popular, and then we'll give some people something they might want. Here's a little bit of a Britney song, but we're going to heavily remix it so you don't actually know what to expect. And then give you something else. And it's, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I was alive in a time period when they'd play a 12-minute Donna Summer interlude, but I wish I was. Like, I could get down to something really fun, and a lot, I can take time with it. I feel like that's the enjoyable part.
Let me ask you this. Is it that you're not hearing the full song? Or is it that what you're hearing is not the song? And that they're just all... none of those clubs were playing actual songs. They were all remixes.
If a remix an actual song, just
the
everything
DJ heavy.
And everyone jumps, and it's like they think that's what you.
I got to tell you, the best time I ever had going out. Mm-hmm. Here I am back in my day. Where's my cane?
Well, I want to hear about it.
Was Club 80s. Wednesday nights. I forget. It was Club 80s. It was the Factory, which was on Lapeer in West Hollywood. And it was like the backside of that. And it was a big factory building, and it was half of it, essentially. Mm-hmm. The smaller half of it. It's Club 80s Wednesday night. And I went with my friend Charlene, who lived in my apartment building. She was trans. I didn't even know what trans was. Like I was 19, 20, whatever. It was like the only night that you could be underage and you had to have a wristband if you could drink or you couldn't. We had so much fun. And it was 80s music. Which, we were talking like late 90s, early 2000s. So it didn't seem as far away as it does now. Like now you think of 80s music and you're like, whoa, the 80s, that was so long ago. At the time it wasn't. Yeah. But it was the full... They would just play the song, and they would it was a DJ playing it. So they would weave in and out. The mashup thing started happening where they would play, the lyric and melody of one song and to the music of another. And that was my first time ever experiencing that. It was my first time ever being in a club and be like, whoa, I'm listening to Bangles song with a rhythmics instrumental.
I don't know if everyone's always gonna long for something they haven't had. So obviously, I mean, I haven't had it. Maybe that's why I'm longing for it. But it sounds like you and some stories you've told me about other clubs with Bukaki or whatever his name was, your friend.
Makutsi.
What
are you really thinking about?
Well, it's always on the mind. You went to a club. You were telling me, so Lady Gaga was performing before?
Yeah, it was at the Factory. It was like Club 80s on one side, it was the Factory on the other side.
Okay.
But yeah, when Just Dance, I don't even know if she was big on the radio yet. Because she was just playing, it was like her club tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were ushering everybody over to the club. They were trying to fill it. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to listen to this person we've never heard before.
You're talking about what's new and what's trending, and that's what comes on the dance floor. That's what comes out there.
Yeah.
Certain artists that were really iconic. That's why you would have a 12-minute Donna Summer, I Feel Love, into MacArthur Park, right? When she was up and coming. I mean, back then you might have somebody that just is new and making some really freaking cool music.
Yeah.
But now what do we have? It's such forced fake.
In our discussions when we talk, what really gets your goat, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't want to speak for you completely, but there's a lack of originality.
I don't want Chappell Roan. What is that?
That's
right
you.
In the middle of me.
I
don't want Chappell Roan, H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
You are Chappell Roan. Go turn off your timer.
All right, where was I? Talking crap about Chappell Roan. And I'm not going to start out a podcast just shading people because it's jumping on something that's trendy.
We are Musky Trunks. Shade.
I just think
shade
it's
away.
Childish. I mean, I've been saying from the start.
The shade or the music is childish?
All of it. I mean, H-O-T-T-O-G-O, turn around and touch your toes. I say it all the time.
But what about this shit
Street.
is bananas? B-A-N. Although you gotta.
It's different. And also, who you're comparing.
But is it different?
Is it different?
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. The shit is bananas, right? Mm-hmm. Then H-O-T-T-O-G-O. It's basically cheerleader.
Yeah, but cheerleader
music.
And that kind of vibe it's different. Also the sentiment behind the song. It's a bad bitch song. You're not singing H-O-T-T-O-G-O, turn around and touch your toes.
But that's a bad bitch song.
It's not. What about that's a bad bitch song?
I don't know. Whoa.
That's a virgin song. That's what it gives me.
Pink Pony Club, funny enough. Didn't you tell me it was about the Abbey?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know if that's... I think that's what people were talking about. At least what I heard.
I feel like it was about West Hollywood somewhere.
It must be the Abbey.
It was kind of a full moment, circle moment for you, right? Did you think of Chappell Roan when we were...
I did.
Talking to the 22-year-old?
Don't they call it the chapel or the whatever? And
the Abbey.
Said on it? The Abbey, but then it also said
I know I told you this, but I'll tell you again. I was at the Abbey when it was just a coffee shop.
When I was at the Abbey.
When I was at the Abbey for the first time, I used to go there and write in my journal.
Okay.
When I moved to LA and I was sad and depressed and broke and 18.
18 in LA. But
Wild,
a better
right?
time to be there.
It was an incredible time.
I mean, you really were there at a pivotal point.
Yeah. It was an incredible time.
When did you get your first job in LA?
Probably when I was 19.
Yeah. Which was for?
Tower Records.
Okay.
Tower Records on Sunset, iconic, and then Stonewall Coffee on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah.
That was my first. Actually, that's not true. There was next to the Motherlode, there was an adult bookstore, which is a porn shop. And I worked there for a day. And my job was it was so small. My job was to walk around, pretend I was shopping, and make sure nobody stole stuff.
Okay.
It was the worst. Loss prevention. It was the worst experience ever because everyone thought I was cruising.
Yeah,
I'm not even shitting you. It was probably the size of this room, if not smaller. It was a hole in the wall.
Yeah. What was your first job in music?
I met someone who worked at Maverick Records while I was working at Tower Records. And I got to talking to him, and then he told me about an internship that they had in the radio promotions department. I remember feeling jittery because I was like, wow, my gosh, Maverick, no way. I moved here because I wanted to work for Madonna.
Yeah.
And I interviewed and I got the internship, and it was paid. I didn't work for free.
I'm being associated to Madonna on some level.
It's wild.
Speaking of culturally impactful people.
Yeah.
That Chappell Roan thinks she's doing. People like that are just a little moment on the internet and don't have any gratitude.
You think she's a moment on the internet?
Fuck yeah.
So you don't think she'll ever have another?
There's going to be no longevity behind it. People
but hasn't
remember
she
that
already?
Pink Pony Club song? That was kind of cute. I mean, her longevity is going to be the fact that she was really ungrateful for the career she has and to the fans that she has. And I'm not jumping on a trend like the Timothée Chalamet thing, which that also annoyed me, right?
Don't say Chalamet.
I'm not. Don't say any of those. But I'm not even trying to jump on a
Geoffrey.
trend about it. It's just something you see, and it's like somebody like myself, who's
I will give you credit. You were not a Timothée Chalamet fan before the comments about ballet and opera.
and I can say these things because I'm not somebody. I'm nobody. I'm working a minimum wage job. I'm not trying to prove anything. But you know what? If I had the opportunity, as a singer, as an actor, as a performer, to be in a position that they have and have those opportunities that they have,
of course.
I'm not gonna fuck it up. Like I'm gonna.
Well, it's not even about
grateful.
fucking it up. Like I don't think you would fuck it up because you're not somebody who just fucks things up, but grateful.
Of course, it's a level of gratitude for having what you have.
Yeah.
And then respecting the people that came before you, paying homage to those artists and art forms that lifted you up and gave you this opportunity, whether that's ballet and theater that has made TV and film, or whether it's people like Madonna that have been trailblazers for women and sex in music. It's interesting to me. I find that stuff very interesting.
I do feel like we're living in a time that it's trial by social media. Timothée Chalamet. Okay. It's so easy to get canceled. If you went through all the video footage of shit that I've ever said, I wouldn't even be able to leave my house. We forget sometimes that we're human. Timothée Chalamet might have said something really stupid, but if I were smoking a joint with him, or if I were drinking a beer and he said that, I would laugh that off and never pay attention. But the fact that he is famous and he has this pull and this influence over people, it makes it really easy to go after him.
Yeah.
Instead of educating people, which I do think he got a little bit of an education at the Oscars when they... Did you end up seeing that?
Of course I've seen clips. How could you not?
But I do feel like that was a learning moment for him.
Yeah. I think it's just a time and place thing, too. It's like if you're you're, like you said, smoking a joint, having a drink with your friends, and you're talking, and someone happens to record you, I wouldn't agree with that. I'd be like, what do you care what they're saying? They're just talking. But when you're like on a TV show or you're being interviewed in front of people,
fair.
Then you are speaking to an audience.
Yeah.
And you're making a point. So I think that's kind of where it's just like maybe you get so comfortable. Same with Chappell Roan right now, right? Where it's like you get so comfortable being in the public eye, you take it for granted, and you think that your word is so important, such a big, there's just this like level of ego.
Yeah. See, my problem with Chappell Roan is not, she's obviously got a huge ego. Huge.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that Madonna's probably got one of the biggest egos we've ever seen. I don't think you get to that kind of success without having an ego. But my problem with Chappell Roan, is it Chappell or Chappell? My problem with her is that she's kind of an asshole. And I've seen her be an asshole to people multiple times. I've seen her bark at the press, and that video that you showed me where she's at the Paris fashion something or other, and she gets out of the car. Everyone else who got out of the car just walked in, no problem, but not her. She had to like film these people who obviously didn't really understand what she was saying.
A fan that just like wants an autograph.
Who's repeating the same thing over and over and over and just staring at her. Like he probably sat at home and learned how to say this to speak to her because English isn't his first language. Everything about it was just, it's unfortunate for her, but she was just mean.
There's a difference between a diva that has worked their ass off.
Mariah Carey's a diva.
Madonna, and like you said, Madonna is a diva in that way, but she's done so much to prove herself. When we talk about fake icons.
Yeah.
And what I mean by fake icons, I mean like just self-proclaimed gay icons. I come into the scene, I'm taking everything away from drag queens. I'm taking from Madonna. I'm taking from whoever it was that came before me, Nina Hagen. I'm taking from
Who are we
Beyonce.
referring to?
Anyone, any of these people, right?
Okay.
That come on now, right? And they're taking stuff, whether they're a TikTok moment, a trend, but they're taking these aspects of people that came before them, and the internet's like, gag, diva, work. That's a whole other conversation, by the way, about the fact that gay culture and like gay slang that started from ballroom culture, right, is becoming like the mainstream now. Yeah. That's fine, whatever. It's cool.
Is that not a good thing, though?
No, it is a good thing. It is a good thing. I'm not saying...
It's a good thing as long as it's acknowledged where it came from. Because so often of the times with culture, I think especially as, not to bring race into it, but as white men, I think it's like we take culture from different places and not understand where it came from.
Yeah, where it comes from. Black trans women in the ballroom scene.
People do not know that.
Of course, it's on like, I see it like on commercials on television.
Watching Truth or Dare back in the day, I didn't understand it.
Yeah, but we give that energy of a diva or an icon to these people that, are they really that? Or is it what I'm talking to you about where it's like a fast food media moment? Whether it's, I mean, I talk about TV and film where I feel like that's fast food media, but I also feel like it's fast food media on TikTok with music in the streaming age where it's just so easily consumed and we give it this label of iconic or just grander than it really is. And when we talk about like, like a song like that, say it's Chappell Roan, say it's Sabrina Carpenter, say it's Benson Boone, no shade to them at all. No, I
love Sabrina Carpenter.
No, I like her. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying like a song like that comes out, it's put into a movie with Timothée Chalamet. I don't know if that's actually happened, but these big songs that already exist and these big people that are already put into movies that exist, all fast food, right? Like where are songs that are unknown and actors that are unknown playing in the world today to make a movie that's so good that it gets lifted up by the score, by the music, by the actors, and that creates a really famous actor, that creates a really famous singer. It's happening on Broadway too. You're casting stars on Broadway rather than singers and performers because
like how
you need
many
to fill
incredibly
the seats.
Talented. He did Rivalry. I know. This might prove your point. I didn't particularly care for it. I liked it more as I watched it. But after the first few episodes, I was like, I don't think I can keep watching this. But I did. I was kind of forced to. But I watched it. And then by the end of it, I understood the whole, like, it varies. It's an arc. You have to watch the whole thing. But had you ever heard of either one of those actors as the leads?
No.
Okay.
No, that's a good point.
That show, right, came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's a gay show led by two actors that nobody had ever heard of.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And look at what a success it was.
Yeah. I can talk as much shit as I want, but it is putting yourself out there. And so I may talk shit about Chappell, Roan. I may talk shit about Timothy. At the end of the day, it's something to recognize as people put themselves out there. That's a good thing. But
it doesn't happen by chance.
No,
it does. Like they do work for it. Like Chappell, Roan worked for it.
You have to work for it.
For many
you get
years.
an opportunity and you take that opportunity and you run with it.
Yeah.
And I just wish more people would get that chance offered to them. I mean, of course, I'd love that chance, but I'm speaking of just people in general. When I watch movies nowadays, like it's so much CGI, so many big Hollywood actors, so many horrible scripts, and I'm guilty of like loving practical effects over special effects. I love handmade human art. I love a hand-painted set. I love just beauty and
really
good writing. I do. I really do. I think it's important. I think it's a lost art form.
I get that.
You're laughing at me, but
I'm not laughing at you. I just, every time you say that, I think of Jurassic Park and I think of the new Jurassic, like the Jurassic World. I'm like, they're so good, the special effects. And then, because we watch them a lot in my house, and then we go back to the first Jurassic Park and I think, how did I ever think that was so incredible? It's like watching Under the Tuscan Sun.
Yeah.
I watched that and I'm like, that is the cheesiest.
That movie.
Oh, it's so good.
I love that movie.
Have you watched it recently?
Yeah, like 2 years ago, maybe it's about the last time I've seen it.
Oh.
I think it's important to have balance. There's balance in everything we do. There's going to be movies with big stars.
But I think that what you're saying is that there's not balance.
It's not, and we
it
need
is
the
important.
balance.
Yes, we need it. It's important.
There was this one horror movie I watched not too long ago. Not even horror, just like, it was called Moon Garden. It was beautiful. It was just it was like stop motion, and it was like some beautiful handmade sets. Really beautiful stuff. Even another one was Emma Stone. Was it Poor Thing? That movie that came out?
I don't know.
Poor Things.
I've watched parts of. I think Matt was watching.
That was also
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like just handmade sets. This beautiful filming noir style and camera work. So there are little pieces that come out and they're popular. Like that did well. I just don't want it to die off. I think that a movie like Titanic, random thing out of nowhere, a movie like Titanic where you have a song that became famous from a movie.
As long as we're not going to talk shit about Titanic.
I'm not talking shit about Titanic.
Okay,
no,
I didn't know where it was going.
No, it was a good thing. I'm saying...
Oh, it's one of the best movies of all time.
You and I watched that video about Celine Dion talking about how she didn't even necessarily want to do that song, but she was given this song. They didn't want to take a chance on that song, but how it became such an impactful moment. It wasn't just...
She was like, I'm not recording this song, but guess what you just did?
But it wasn't a TikTok.
That's the problem when you have a voice like Celine Dion. You just don't sing a demo because your demo will become.
Yeah.
Because you're that good. Oh, Celine, I love you.
Absolutely. It's beautiful. It's beautiful and it's real. It's not taking a TikTok song and putting it in some fucking movie now just to throw it in there.
No, of course. But listen, hear me out. I think we as creative people have a responsibility to change that. We live in a world today that everything is run by corporations. Like the small guy, the guys on the bottom, like us, no pun intended. If we write it, if we sing it, if we create it, even if it's not great, if it's authentic and it's real,
it's genuine,
and you're an incredible singer. You have a beautiful voice. You have a great ear, but not everybody's like that. I'm not like that, but it's not always about that, right? It's always about, I mean, have you heard Madonna sing live? It's not always about having a great voice.
Shade.
You're going to look back 10 years from now and wish you would have really seized your moment when it's in front of you. So seize your moment.
Yeah. It's something I need to hear now more than ever. It's an important thing. The world and the way the world is right now, you can only take something day by day. And it's like making that the best you can for yourself, whatever that is. I think it's important. And I appreciate that. I think maybe before we end, maybe one thing I'll ask is, do you look back at like on some of your contributions in music? Do you compare those to things now, stuff that you've done in music?
Do I
contributions, whether it's music you've made or people you've worked with?
I was going to say, on what level?
whoever it may be. And we don't have to talk about it now. We could.
Yeah.
This could be. We could save this
Next episode.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the question though? Do
you reflect on some of those musical contributions from maybe Katy Perry, for example, or something like that? And you think about that and the difference between that kind of creative scene then what is now, especially for like a young gay kid like myself when I was growing up with something like Katy Perry, right?
I don't know if I reflect on it all that much, to be honest with you. I think that if I do reflect on it, it's probably because of my daughter, who loves Katy. But I don't know if I'm ever one to really reflect back on my successes.
Yeah.
I'm more one to reflect back on my misses and you know what I mean? And kind of reminisce about or am reminded of the cringe moments that I've lived in my life, which that's a really great topic for another episode. Has that ever happened to you? When you're just doing something about your day and then all of a sudden you're like, ugh, and you just want to like
hits you,
melt into the smallest corner in the room because of that has nothing to do with what you're doing. You just remember that cringe moment. That's more my personality type.
Yeah.
I don't know what it says about me, but I'm sure maybe y'all are thinking that's just what it says about you. So
I think everyone relates to that.
Yeah.
It's easier to think about the bad than it is to think about the good. We all get stuck in our heads.
All right. Well, in closing, do you want to tell me about one of your cringiest moments that you remember?
No. No, I don't.
Puss out.
I don't. You'll have to tune in next time to hear my cringe moment. There's plenty, that's for sure.
There's so many. I don't know if I could pick one on the spot, but I have some doozies.
Most involving marijuana.
Oh, really?
Probably.
Those are my finest moments.
Of course.
It is time to go. Thank you for watching Musky Trunks. Let's end it with a fist bump.